Welcome to the Dolphin Coast Theater. As you enter the theater and select a seat, please use the handrails and watch your step as the floor and stairs may be wet. For the health and safety of our animals, please do not reach over the acrylic barrier. Once again, for the health and safety of our animals, please do not reach over the acrylic barrier. At the end of the presentation, please remain seated until an usher indicates that it is time for your section to exit. Again, at the end of the presentation, please remain seated until an usher directs you to stand and exit your row. Thank you.
Welcome everyone to Dolphins in Depth. My name is Candace, and as one of the dolphin trainers here at the aquarium, I have the incredible privilege and honor of interacting with these amazing animals on a daily basis. And this afternoon, I am very excited to share with you all a unique behind-the-scenes look at how we care for and train these dolphins every single day. We have a total of 13 bottlenose dolphins here at Georgia Aquarium that is comprised of 6 males and 7 females. So in order to get things started for you all this afternoon, we are going to be introducing you to a few of our females. Now these ladies are the real stars of the show, as you can already tell. So coming up first, all the way on the far left-hand side of the habitat over this direction, making her way on over to the slide-out area is one of our younger females. She's 14 years old. She's going to be showing off her best dance moves, Bermudiana. Coming up next, front and center, is actually our oldest dolphin here at 31 years young. Saying hello dolphin style, this is Roxy. And last but certainly not least, showing off her strength and agility is Lily. Now you all have the chance to formally say hello to these 3 girls. A couple of them are actually going to be making their way over to your side of the habitat for an up-close and personal look. Now all of the dolphins that you will see here today throughout our entire presentation are all called common bottlenose dolphins. They get that name from that distinctive bottleneck shape to their nose and their head. But believe it or not, despite that name, a bottlenose dolphin actually does not have a nose or even a sense of smell. That part of the dolphin's body is actually called the rostrum. At birth, this rostrum has several hair-like whiskers on it, which help a dolphin cap out with the nursing process. These hairs, which eventually fall out, are just one out of the 5 characteristics that classify a dolphin as a mammal, just like you and me. All mammals give live birth and nurse their young as well. Additionally, being a mammal means being warm-blooded. And dolphins are no different, as they maintain an average body temperature of around 97.9 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very similar to all of us. Now the 5th and final characteristic that classifies a dolphin as a mammal is breathing air. But we already learned earlier that a dolphin does not have a nose. So instead, dolphins will breathe from their blowhole, which is located on the very top of their head. Not only is this where they breathe from, but that blowhole is also where all of the dolphins' vocalizations are produced. And when they make those, it can sound a little something like this. Thank you, Lily. I couldn't have said that any better myself. Now, a dolphin's tail is made of 2 separate fins you all to meet today. Now, I mentioned that they're going to be getting some of their favorite reinforcement back there. Here at the aquarium, we like to reinforce or reward our animals for something that they like anytime that they do something that we like or that we're asking for. So it's very important that we know all of these animals on an individualized level. That way we best understand what they like and how to properly motivate and reinforce them. All of our dolphins are unique with their own personalities and characteristics, so one of our favorite parts of having this job is the ability to get to know them one-on-one and build our individualized bonds and relationships with them. Once we have these strong bonds, we can actually hop into the water with them and demonstrate those bonds and relationships in a very special way. So we've got a couple of our trainers here right now to demonstrate the bonds that they share with these two girls. Enjoy. It takes a great deal of trust and respect between both animal and trainer for us to be able to enter into their environment and share that safe space with them and perform those amazing behaviors that you've just seen. And we invest a great deal of time as trainers into building those bonds with each of our animals. I mentioned earlier that we have 13 dolphins here, and all of them are unique, so it is incredibly important that we get to know them on that individualized level. So not only can we build our bonds and relationships with them one-on-one, but also so we can appropriately tailor their training sessions. So our relationships come into play when it comes to teaching these animals something new. Now you may be wondering, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, the closer you are with your animal, the more time you spend with one another, the more easily you can understand one another. You can communicate together just a little bit more effectively. So when we are trying to set up a training session for a particular animal, we're able to do so in a way that will be effective and successful for them in particular. We're able to teach them in a way that makes sense to them with how they learn. These animals are incredibly intelligent and they learn very, very quickly. Now, a dolphin calf actually begins that learning process right away by simply watching its mother after birth and then copying along and following everything that she does. This is something called observational learning or mimicry, and it's a great way to learn the very basics of just how to be a dolphin. Now, we're also able to copy that same technique here at the aquarium, so we actually utilize a tool called a target pole. So you guys may actually see one of our trainers, Rachel, out there on your side of the habitat. She's got a target pole with her, and we're going to utilize this mimicry concept to train several different types of behaviors. So she's got Luna out there, and you'll see anywhere she moves the target pole around, Luna should follow right along and copy or mimic that same motion. So, if Rachel wanted to teach Luna to look like she is shaking her head yes, all we have to do is move the target pole up and down. Just like that. And I'm sure you could all imagine as well, if instead of up and down, if Rachel moves that target pole from side to side, that's when we teach an adorable head shake no. Excellent job, Luna. Now we can also utilize these target poles to start training several different types of behaviors, including aerial behaviors or jumps. So we will also walk you through the steps that we've taken to train a front flip behavior. The very first step we need our animals to understand for this is that we would like them to rotate. So we ask them to rotate on the surface of the water. And excellent reinforcer for our animals. So thank you so much for helping us communicate to Pamela that she did such a great job with that. Now, once our animals fully understand that behavior here on stage, we can actually begin to remove that helpful information or fade that target pull away. So Phoebe is fully trained on this behavior and no longer requires the assistance of the target pull. She'll see she's going to be closer to your side of the habitat. Patrick just gave her that hand signal. Check her out.
Thank you for joining us for Dolphins in Depth. Please remain seated until an usher indicates that it is time for your section to stay and exit the theater. Again, please remain seated until an usher instructs your row to stand and exit the theater. Please remember to collect your personal belongings and watch your step as you exit, as the stairs and floor could be slippery. For the health and safety of our animals, please do not reach over the acrylic barrier. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Georgia Aquarium.